The 11th process of the Align, Plan and Organize domain, called Manage Quality, has 6 practices. The first practice is to establish a quality management system. The entities responsible for this practice are the Chief Information Officer, the Head IT Administration, and the IT Service Manager. The entity that is held accountable is the Chief Operating Officer. The practice receives one input, which is the enterprise quality system, from external sources. It generates 3 outputs, which are the QMS roles and responsibilities to be used by the APO11 and DSS6 processes, the quality management plans to be used by the BAI1 process, and the results of the quality management reviews to be used by the BAI3 process. The activities involved in this practice include establishing a standard and formal quality management approach to all IT processes and control frameworks, and aligning it with the enterprise requirements. The quality requirements and criteria for the processes should be identified, taking the legal and customer requirements into consideration. The roles and responsibilities for quality management should be defined. The quality management plans for important processes should be defined, and the effectiveness of the system should be monitored and reviewed. The IT quality management system should be aligned with the enterprise quality management system. The quality management approach should be communicated to all relevant parties. The second practice is to define and manage the quality practices. The entities responsible for this practice include the business process owners, the project management office, and most IT heads and managers. The entity that is held accountable is the Chief Information Officer. The practice receives 2 inputs, which are the quality reviews from the BAI2 process, and the industry best practices from external sources. The practice generates one output, which is the quality management standards to be used by all the management processes. The activities involved in this practice include defining the quality management standards and practices, in alignment with the IT control framework requirements. The industry's best practices should be used as a reference when improving the quality practices. The benefits and costs of obtaining quality certifications should be considered. The third practice is to focus the quality management on customers. The entities that are responsible for this practice are the business process owners, the Chief Information Officer, and the IT Service Manager. The entity that is held accountable is the business executives. The practice receives one input, which is the customer quality requirements from external sources. The practice generates 3 outputs, which are the customer requirements for quality management to be used by the BAI1 and APO8 processes, the acceptance criteria to be used by the BAI2 process, and the review of quality of service to be used by several APO and BAI processes. The activities involved in this practice include determining the customer quality requirements, and defining roles responsible for resolving any conflict between the customer and the IT organization. The quality acceptance criteria for business processes, IT services, and new IT solutions should be defined. The customer's feedback should be regularly reviewed, to ensure that the customer expectations are met. Finally, the quality acceptance criteria should be included in the service level agreements.